My name is Trisha, but the long form is Jane Trisha. People call me Trisha. I am the CEO and founder of Patch Designs. I started my brand in 2021, but I started out as a clothing transformation business, as in I would take your jeans and then I could transform them into completely different pants or your shirt, anything really. And that turned out into what is now Patch Designs, and I make patchwork outfits from scratch.
Career Talks na washikaji.
Hey everyone, my name is Carlton. Welcome back to Career Talks na washikaji, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Salim.
And today, kama ulivyosikia, we're with Trisha, a patch designer. Would you call yourself a designer?
Yes, I am a
All right.
designer.
A patch designer, and we'll be speaking about the fashion industry in Tanzania in general. So, as you said, you started as a transformative
Yeah.
designer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What made you made that switch to patch design?
I was already doing patchwork from the start because it would be like if I'm gonna take your jeans, me transforming them, I would patch them up. So it was patchwork from the start until one of my customers wanted me to make them my designs, but she didn't want to use any old clothes. So she said, just do what you can do, but I want your designs. And I was like, you know what? If I can do this, then I can do this, you know? So that's where I started with making the ready-made, like from scratch.
And where did you learn all this?
Honestly speaking, I didn't learn them anywhere. I can say maybe from YouTube. If it's DIY, it's been something that I've been into since my childhood because it was just in me, honestly. I didn't really think I would take it how I'm taking it now, but it was just, as a child, I would be seated on YouTube watching how people are cutting their clothes,
Okay.
the DIY videos. Yeah. So if I'm going to say I learned it from somewhere, then maybe I learned it from YouTube.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you have to say about the designs? By the way, I'm wearing one of the pants right now. Just stay tuned, you'll see them. They're really, really nice, to be honest. Namon Warm is your now. What do you have to say about it?
I mean, yeah, they look good. They look good. And design yake nimekubali sana. Like, it's different. It's something I see artists wear. Like I told you before, it's very kuna mtu akaida amevaa hivyo. So I wanted to ask, you are a graduate, right?
No.
So, dropout or?
No, I am working my way towards fashion school. So this is part of my portfolio because you need a portfolio for fashion school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't just enter fashion school. It's very competitive. So especially as an international student, Yeah.
So, like, on that portfolio, like, what are the minimum requirements that they're looking for?
Well, a portfolio is something that proves that you're good enough for the school that you're applying for, and it shows your work. So, Yani, you're supposed to be a designer. As you're entering fashion school, you have to have work. So, you need a collection, unaonesha like your collection.
You've been doing this for like 2 years. Isn't that not enough?
Well, I would say it's enough, but it's not enough to my standards.
All right.
Yeah. And what I'm looking for, because I also want a scholarship, because fashion school is expensive. Oof. Okay, not just fashion school, but school in general, especially Europe. Yeah. It's very expensive.
So where are you applying now?
Well, I'll say Europe for now. The other details are confidential.
This is a really non-conventional path that you're taking into pursuing your career. How did you manage to convince your parents, Kokobali, like, this is what I want to do?
I don't think I can say I managed to convince them. I think with time, I just proved myself. Because when it comes to convincing, first of all, I don't think I even tried to. you know, I am personally the type of child where, like, I wasn't raised in a household where you have to take this certain path. As much as, yes, they have standards and they have, ile parents, especially African parents, ile hawaelewi. When you tell them you're taking designing, they're like, what are you saying? You're going to be a fundi? And then it's not designing, we're not a fundi. So I'm like, but eventually they just flew along with me. And now that they're seeing that it's actually something, it's like, oh, we can invest in this. I'm like, you didn't say that from the start. But yeah.
What kept you pushing? I mean, I do believe that hata marafiki zako, when you were starting, they were not like, really, this is what you want to do?
First of all, your friends will never support your business. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you. Your friends, if you start a business and you think your friends or your family will be your customers, I'm failed.
This is so deep. What happened?
No, I'm just saying it's something not just me. Yani, I thought it's just me until I saw other businesses saying the same thing, and I was like, oh, we're struggling together, eh? It's okay.
When you were starting, were you expecting your friends to be like your biggest?
Yes. Literally, I thought my friends would be my customers. I thought, until I saw and I was like, oh, you know what? And I'm glad it clicked quick for me. Yeah. So the moment it clicked quickly, I adapted. And that is why even my pricing, if it's not for you, it's just not for you,
You
because
never negotiate.
I do not, because this is my work, So me negotiating, it's like nimenunua nguo. I've not. I've bought fabric for this. Yeah.
I mean, sawa, you don't get the support from your friend as clients, but do you get the support like want to encourage like you're doing great if you're
Okay, definitely. For that, yes, honestly, I have to say that I have my friends as a support system. Yeah.
So can you say that's one of the things that kept you pushing?
Honestly speaking, no. I don't think, no. If we're being honest,
Yeah.
I've not seen that much. I can't give the credit to them personally.
Umesikia?
To all the friends of Trisha, they don't have the credit.
They've been my support system, but it's not what kept me pushing,
What kept you pushing?
Okay, first of all, patch design started out as an idea, right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna stop it midway through. But first of all, let me just make it clear. I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I'm a Christian. I'm born again. So I encountered God, and midway through, when I was about to give up, God is the one that pushed me. So he's the one that told me that this is your thing. And he's the one that assured me, because at some point I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm failing, Guys, it's not something easy. It's not you're just going, you're good, you have money. First of all, if you do business, you're most likely broke during the start. So I was like confused. And then he's the one that assured me. So he was like, this is what I want you to do. So that's what blocked out all the other voices. And Sawa, I know my parents would be like, talking, but it's what kept me focused. This is what is my breakthrough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sasa tupe ushuhuda kidogo, like how did God show you that?
Yeah.
Trisha, stick here. This is the breakthrough for you.
Okay. There is something called hearing God, and I hear God. So when I pray and I talk to God, I hear him. So he spoke to me and he confirmed it through a prophet. Kwamba, this is your path.
So going back to your parents, kwamba when you approach them kwamba nataka kuja kuwa fundi. Alikuwa baka moja ya hatari sana. So you said that you had to prove yourself kwamba mpaka amefika kipindi kwamba they want to invest on your business, right? So how did you prove yourself?
Well, I didn't prove myself. It's just the business itself proved itself. Like, as days were going, because I live at my parents' place, yeah? So they would see me get orders. Because before, I wasn't getting orders. Let's say the first year, I wasn't getting like constant orders. So now they saw me getting orders and they were like, where are you going? Why are you always going to buy fabric? Trisha, where are you going? I'm going to buy fabric. I'm going to buy fabric. They would be like, and then they stopped giving me pocket money. So I was surviving on my own and they would see me still surviving. So it's like it was clicking. Okay. Yeah, like that.
You said that you stayed the whole year without, with no constant orders.
Definitely. 2021.
Do you remember your first client, like the experience of
Yes.
getting the first client?
Yes.
How was it?
My first order, let me tell you, I sewed it by hand. By hand. I literally niko pale nakwambia siku nzima kwanza I think I have a picture of like my room, but I have to find it. I took a picture of the mess in my room. Because it was a transformation one, so the girl sent me pants, the jeans, alafu I had to transform them to a different design. I struggled. My hand hurt. My hand hurt because I was using the nanili, sindano. So I spent the whole day and the next day until I was like, you know what? Why am I killing myself? So I went to find a fundi nearby to help me with the finishing. Ili iwe tight, isichanike and everything. Then he helped me. Then and I was so excited. I was like, wow, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. But the pain.
So do you still do the transformation thing?
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy the most, transformation or starting from the scratch?
I like starting from the scratch because it gives you more room, but also the transformation is really fun kwa sababu it's very challenging. So someone just gives you those pants. They can either tell you, do whatever you want. Au, wanakwambia, I want it to be a certain way. So you're like, okay. Anaweza kumbia I want it a certain way after the pants do not align with the way they want them. So that's the exciting part because it's really challenging. So it's like, oh, it's stressful, but I like it. I like the stress.
So have you ever faced a situation when someone told you do what you like? I forgot Peleke, they were like, this is not what I expected.
Like they didn't like it?
Yeah, exactly.
So far, no. So far, I'm glad. No. So far, no.
Yeah, that's nice. If I ask you, do you like it? Mtu akikwambia do whatever you want, au akikupa like, I want you to do this, 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 and this.
I prefer mtu akiniambia what they want because akikwambia freestyle, it's risky. Because then anaweza akakwambia akakuletea the blame on you. Hata kama it's good. People, especially customer mindset, they have this thing where, kwa mfano, just picking a design, someone can pick a design, afu anakwambia I don't like it. I'm like, how is it my problem? You're the one that picked this design. I know you don't like it. I know you want me to change it. But when they pick it, the blame can't really be on me. You're the one that picked the design. But yeah. But also it's fun when it's freestyle because I play with my creativity.
So apart from that, what are other challenges you face doing or what you do right now?
I would say the reaching more people, and you can get someone, kwa mfano, they're outside maybe either the country or Dar, alafu anakutumia measurements afukakosea.
Wow.
Afu sasa wewe ushamtumia. Like I had an incident hapa juzi. Someone sent me their measurements. Alafu they picked everything. They picked the design, they picked everything. And then now nimeshamtumia. They're like, I didn't want this fabric. I was like, you're the one that picked it. How is it my fault? Like, yani nikikuonesha, I remember I was with my sister. She was like, the picture, the fabric he wanted is the fabric I gave him. You know what he sent me? He sent me corduroy. I wanted this. He sent me a picture that I posted. One of the videos I posted actually. He was like, I thought the fabric would be like this. Nikamwambia tu, please just look at it. Just look at the pictures and compare. Akaambia, ni kweli. Misunderstanding. Alafu, akaniambia the shorts. zimembana kidogo. Naambia sasa wewe ndio ulonitumia measurements, ndio maana ningekwambia uwe careful. So that's one of the struggles. Kwa akatuma nikamtumia tena. Unaona hapo hela imeenda.
You say you umesema hapa fabric. To be honest, I don't know nothing about fabrics. You said color. I was like, okay. So all this fabrics you also learned from YouTube?
No, when it comes to fabric, I learned from experience. The first time, ngwana nachanganyikiwa. And I was like, what is going on? I didn't know fabric stores. I was confused. But eventually with going, yeah.
So have you ever participated in any fashion shows in Tanzania?
Fashion show, no. I've just participated in a competition.
Here in Tanzania?
Yeah.
How did it go?
Well, it went well. And then I got disqualified.
Why?
Because I struggle with sewing. Like the sewing is sasa mimi, if you've seen my designs, I like finishing. Kuna nyingine napendaga ziwe zimetoka. Like, you know how jeans ukichana inakuwa ina zile nanilizi.
Yeah.
Sasa me, I like that. And then the judges didn't like that. So I was like, that's my design. I mean, why would you say the finishing is bad when that's literally how I wanted this design to be? But yeah.
Are you like sending orders outside the country as well?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you hit the international market? Like, ilikuwaje?
I have friends there.
So your friends helped you.
We go back to friends now, yeah?
Listen. I mean, I have friends there, so they help me with literally the shipping. But clients, with when it comes to clients, I have this I have people, kwa mfano, there's one influencer, I usually give her my clothes. So when I give her my clothes, she wears them and she's in the UK. So when people see it, they're like, wow. So they follow me, you know, yeah.
So the year where you had no clients, so were you gonna find like just sat down, chilled, or you invested much on marketing yourself?
Honestly, I can't even say I invested so much in marketing because I invest how? You don't have money.
With no money.
You investing how? Yani sawa.
I mean, even time, like, yeah, posting and stuff.
Utapost. You know, unapost 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yani how hawapendi. Basi niache. Yani ilikuwa, it was a cycle of me posting, na susa, na post, na susa, na boreka, na iacha. I don't enter Instagram. I even log out for 1 month. I leave it there like, you know what? I don't want this. I'm done with you. Or sometimes, now where my friends played out, my friend would just randomly be like, what's going on with patch designs? You know, it's really amazing, by the way, what you're doing. I'll be like, really? So that reminds me. Then I'd log in.
So you nearly gave up. Like your friends came up and helped you. So
not you trying to find a way to put that in. You're doing everything.
Is advocating for friends here.
Let me just ask you now, yeah.
Yeah.
Kwenye timu yako sasa hivi mpo wangapi?
The patch designs team.
Yeah.
Well, I can say 2.
Okay.
Mimi and the guy that helps me with the tailoring.
Okay. Are you thinking of adding some guys in your team?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would appreciate if you like and subscribe. Where do you see patch design in the next 10 years to come?
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 10 years, definitely, I see myself having stores all over. Everywhere. In America, in UK, I stores internationally. And definitely having like chains, as in I want to have a patch house, a patch fashion house. Don't really have a name for it, but it's gonna be like a house that will be everything fashion is there.
Tanzania or
that patch house, I want it here. Ukinunua nguo unaleta hapa kufua. Dry clean.
Really? Okay. Okay.
They're taking their money.
All right. you take it from every step.
Every step. You don't need to go anywhere. I'm here for you.
And you'll be like, after maybe some time unapigia simu, ile nguo itakuwa
Imechafuka, imevaa.
Akishanunua nguo unamwambiaje? Now the best way to take care of the clothes.
Bring it back here.
Yeah. Why are you taking it? I'm the only one that knows.
I mean, that's nice. I saw these guys here wanafanya transformation ya viatu, you know, kwamba uja vichula nini, alafu naambia kwamba ikichafuka vilete hapa ili turudishe na vile kwenye formula ile tena. That's nice. So I wanted to ask you, the way you do your business, kwamba unafanya kwa orders au sometimes unatengeneza afu unazi showcase watu waje kuzinunua? Orders only. Okay, so hujafikiria kufanya showcasing like your designs afu mtu aje ipende aichukue?
Now, it's a good idea. The problem with that at the moment is that, kwa mfano, tuseme you liked, you see how he came to me?
Mm-hmm.
He told me, I want this in the front to be in the back. So now imagine I already have this on display, ready made. He wants the front to be in the back.
Oh.
And most of my clients, they're customized designs. Ko wewe, hiyo nguo yako hutakuja kumkuta mtu mwingine kaivaa. Most of them, it's like that.
I mean, even though sawa hajachukua, but ile kuiona tu ile pale ameipenda, kwa nataka at least kama vile ilimvutia, kwamba kama ameicustomize kidogo ile ilimvutia, ilimleta kuja kwako.
Okay, now for that,
yeah,
it will be either nikifanya fashion show, alafu I sell my clothes in the fashion show, and when I open a shop, because I plan on having a store.
Would appreciate if you like na subscribe. Before this question here, tumekuwa tunaongelea like the long-term goals. Tukasema you want everything to be done under you. Like right now, do you have any after-service care that a customer should expect from you? Like, kwa mfano, you'll call him, labda nyuzi imeachia, tukusaidia kurudisha, or something along those lines.
You're giving me ideas.
So that for me to know what to expect with this pants.
Yeah. You're giving me ideas. I'm going to call them. Everyone. You don't have any stains? I can change the fabric. Well, at the moment, the care that I can help is, for example, one of my customers, he stained his outfit before even wearing it. I really don't know how. I don't know how. And he texted me at night. He's like, Trisha, please help me. This, and this. And I can help you with how to remove stains, this type of fabric ambayo nimetengeneza on your outfit. How do you take care of it? Because kuna nguo nyingine utaki kuziloweka. There's some clothes unaziloweka for like 5-7 minutes, then you wash them immediately, not more than 7 minutes. And yeah, like that. So I can help you with advice anytime, any day. I'm there.
Now let's go back to 2021 right now. About 2021, what would you advise him right now?
The only word I would say is keep going. It's gonna make sense.
That's nice. That's nice. I think everything at the start doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. And a lot of us just give up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem that we usually have. That we give up.
Especially in business.
Yeah.
I've realized I don't know, maybe adults too, but I've noticed this pattern in the youth. We give up so easily because we want instant results. People forget something called process. People just want, nimeweka hela hapa, nataka ije hapa. For example, you guys with the podcasts, people just start podcasts kwa sababu wameona, kwa mfano, maybe career talks on a podcast, let me also do it. When it doesn't boom the first year, wanacha. But they don't know kwamba the third year, they are going to enter international doors and people are going to see them and people are going to be like, wow, we want to invest in this thing, you know? So I think people need to learn process.
Personally, I do believe that it's usually the first 2 years that they get hard, but when it starts to get smooth, it's really smooth.
Exactly.
Like, clients are not good.
Exactly.
Was it the case with you when you started getting clients? It was like...
So for me, it was, I got clients. Sasa, kuna muda unapata clients miezi kama 6 fu. Anatulia. You're like, oh no.
achukua likizo.
wanachukua likizo. Yani it's frustrating. Unaweza ukasema sasa au niaje as the first year. Bro, the first year was like confusion after confusion, but after you've studied your business, your customers, whatever, you just keep going. This is life.
Okay. Umesema you want to go back to school, right?
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to get extra from school?
Well, when I go to school, actually, now I don't think I even need a portfolio. I think I do. I'm not sure. But I want to change courses. I don't want to take designing. I want to study psychology of fashion. So that's what it's going to be. My aim is not to study fashion designing kwa sababu sawa, after you're a designer, then what? I'm not just a designer. I have goals that are beyond designing. I want to know the art of patchwork. And as much as you can learn that in designing, you can learn more in psychology.
So yeah, right now, like, do you design specific kind of clothes au una design clothes za aina yoyote?
Yeah, aina yoyote.
Okay.
Just maybe I haven't gotten into costume, swimwear, and all that. Yeah, lakini kama ni suits, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. My first client was this guy. He was going for he was the groomsman. What is the best man? Yeah, that was my first client. I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm designing a suit. That day I took a selfie with the suit.
Career Talks na washikaji.
I know that in TZ right now, fashion is not like the biggest career someone can have, you know, kama hivyo kusema tuchukulia fundi. But do you think there's policies that favor your industry right now? Or the policy doesn't even care about your industry?
I don't have anything to say on the government, but I definitely think we need more in the fashion industry. Like there's a lot more that can be done. There's a lot of things, you know, not just for me as a designer, but at models. You know, fashion is broad. There's influencers. People are coming up as influencers now. There is stylists. There is seamstress and designers, seamstress and tailors, yeah, designers. There's a lot in the fashion industry, and people are not seen, people are not known. I believe there's an upcoming designer that hajai kusikika, and they're so good, they're so talented.
A lot of them.
Exactly. Artists, there's so many. Kuna mwingine unakuta yeye anajua kusketch. They can sketch you a garment. No one knows of them. But you know, we need a community, we need unity, but there's no unity in the fashion industry. Oof.
My view on that kwamba you say kwamba in Tanzania sijui fashion designers wanachukulia kwamba mafundi ni, but I think it depends on how you brand yourself, because we do have like huge fashion designers in Tanzania, you know, a lot of them wamejibrand wenyewe, like kama ukienda pale like huwezi kwenda na let's say like 5 kwa kudesign nguo, no, ani waongelea a lot of man, you know, someone like Sherry Ngoi amejibrand mwenyewe,
collection.
see, yani watu wamejibrand kwamba who ni fashion designer, ukienda pale like umejipanga, you know what I mean? So it's depends on how you brand yourself.
And also when it comes to the fundi part, it's also knowledge, you know, like not many Tanzanians know kwamba a fundi and a designer are different things. Yeah. Not many Tanzanians know kwamba a designer does not necessarily have to sew.
So you said you went on a competition once, yeah, hizo fashion, right? Mm. So unajiona mwenyewe like in the future kuandaa your own fashion show?
Definitely. And
how do you view it? Like picture vipi?
I want something that's creative, you know, because most fashion shows ndio ni nzuri, lakini I don't think people are given, first of all, enough time to showcase and to properly fully express their creativity on stage. Because, you know, guys, there's something, unaweza ukafanya fashion show, sawa, you've displayed your clothes, sawa, it's a beautiful opportunity, but as much as you've displayed your clothes after the fashion show, then what? What do you do to those clothes? Not everyone manages to sell on that fashion show. And collections are expensive, guys. Unless ulikuwa nazo already made, it didn't hurt you as much. Like in your collection, making a collection is very expensive. So your goal is after this I need to sell these pieces, so zinakaa tu ndani. So those are things to consider when hosting a fashion show.
Speaking about fashion here, fashion, you said there's a lot. What makes you want to do this specific type of designing?
I think it's an art, because patchwork is complicated. Knowing how to position this ikae half, hii na hii zinaendana rangi, it's an art, and I keep learning. So every day I get new ideas, and it's just really fun for me, honestly.
From starting your business mpaka sasa hivi, how would you say imesaidia kwenye your personal development?
Time management. Like, okay, I was a good timekeeper even from the start. Before starting my business, I'm very keen on time. I think maybe because of my dad, because my dad is very strict with time. Like, I remember I used to go to school at 5, guys.
Wow.
Hapo shule ni Mikocheni, jamani. Yani, mi naka, then I literally, it was like 30 minutes maybe. Any the most would be 30 minutes. 5 a.m. you're awake for school. I'm like, why? We'll be there in like 20 minutes. But yeah. So because of that, I just automatically developed that. Also, when it comes to character development, working with people. Yeah. Like, I had to learn how to, as much as you're angry, you cannot shout at this person. And for example, say I work with someone that helps me with sewing and everything. I'm angry, but I have to respect him. First of all, he's older than me. Mm-hmm. Second of all, he's a human being. Yeah. Yes, you're angry. You cannot shout at him. So you have to, unajirudi, and you are angry because unakuta amechelewesha kazi, afu you're like, you are late, so you're there, you're like, I am going to bust. You have to put it, just relax, be like, naomba unielewe, yani hapa tunahitaji tumalize, yani inabidi tumalize hapa, like that. So yeah, working with people, and you meet customers that are different. Kuna customers wengine waelewa, wengine wanakwambia tu, yani mimi hata usijisumbue sana. Mwingine anakwambia hadi uzi unaotumia nataka uwe hivi. And you have to accept. You have to be like, okay. Yeah.
I was about to ask you kwenye customers hapo. Have you ever experienced like a rude customer?
Yeah. The rude customers, one of my customers, nilimwomba feedback akaniambia tu mbaya.
Really?
Kabisa. And I asked him why. He never answered me. I knew kwamba the design nilompa ni sawa. It was the same. The exact design, it was the same. Sasa aniambie basi ambapo hajapenda ni nini. Akuniambia ni aliniambia tu mbaya. Kasema da. And you know it hurts because that's your work. So you're just like, okay. Du, sasa nifanyaje? Basi nikamuuliza why, hakujibu.
Do you have someone in your mind ambao you really, really wish to work with?
Well, to work with, no. But to learn from, yes. So I would say I would really love to learn from Jam. Jam is really good. I would really like to know how he grew his business. And who else? There's this girl, I don't know if you know her, but her name is Anjali, and her brand is Ekantik. She's a designer. She's doing really great, honestly. Like, she's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say kati ya watu lotaja they are your role models in fashion?
Yes.
Salim, una cha kusema tena kingine?
Nah.
So before I show my pants to the people, do you have anything you want to say? And show your jacket to them as well, because that's what you made as well.
I think my last words would just be to anybody out there that, needs the encouragement. You've got this. Like, whatever that you're doing or you want to do, it could be just a vision that you have in your head and you want to bring it to, life. You can do it. You've got this. You just need to act, because thinking does not take you anywhere. Itabakia tu kichwani kwako, lakini if you put your mind to something, act on it. do it and deliver. You want to do business and you have no money, start collecting money. Weka 1,000 kila siku. Itafute hiyo 1,000 kila siku. Iweke. You will get there. That is how you start.
So guys, as I said, I'll be showing my pants and I'll show it to you right now. And the jacket as well. Is it a dress code that you usually go out with? Like you always have to wear something that you've made?
No, not all the time, but usually nafanyaga like once a week.
All right.
Yeah.
After saying that, guys, till next time.